Amy Dittmeier from HeaveMedia.com, and I'm here with Fool's Gold. Guys, how are you doing today?
Good. Doing good.
I guess the first question I have is, I know you guys are based in LA, but you have a huge world music influence, which is not very popular amongst today's youth. Do you find it hard to make your music more pertinent to, I guess, a younger generation, or do you think you're able to do it with ease?
We tend to not think about that too much, and I think luckily with our music it tends to cross those types of lines. We'd like to think our music can be liked by any age group.
It's incidental.
Yeah.
That I think we might be kind of playing world music, but yeah, it's not directed towards any age group whatsoever. Anybody can listen to it.
Right.
Yeah. Yesterday we had the age range of people in the audience were from 3 months old to like 97 years old. So.
Even like a 5-year-old kid got on stage with us and started singing along. It was actually kind of amazing. It was a cool moment.
And I know you guys also sing mainly in Hebrew, but also in English. Do you think that makes a difference within your music, or because it's still very poetic, even though I don't understand any of it at all?
Right. Well, hopefully, when the record comes out, there will be English translations included, so maybe that will dispel or minimize some of the confusion.
Some of the unthought ideas that there's so much emotion being conveyed that you don't necessarily need to hear the words to know what I think Luke is trying to get across. And the emotion's coming through the singing. It's like another instrument in the band rather than you're listening, paying attention to the words so much.
Yeah, it surprisingly hasn't been much of a barrier.
No, not at all.
I anticipated a little more conflict with singing in a different language, or a language not many people know, but it's been, so far, been pretty much accepted, and people seem to be into it. So
I think that the music like lends itself universally through, with rhythms and patterns, and I mean it speaks through this like across the globe kind of pastiche, of
speaks for itself. Is that what you're trying to say?
Speaks for itself. It speaks for itself.
Music speaks for itself. I can say that.
Speaking of the new album, it sounded like you guys had a lot of fun recording it, and I know a lot of the people who played on it are your really good friends. What was the experience like working with this type of band?
We started out basically just playing music for fun, very loosely and organically. When we were making the record, we really didn't think we're making a record to release. We just started recording the songs that we had been playing live. And it was really loose. We did a lot of songs in a 2-day session. And then, I kind of work in a studio, so we just did it here and there on the weekends when people could all get together. And we were going to release it was first a 12-inch single, then it became an EP, then we're like, we have 8 songs, let's make an album. Because it actually is an album because it's really the first 8 songs we ever wrote as a band. It's really, like, there's a couple songs we didn't put on it that we used to play in the early times, but it's basically just the first musical thoughts as a band. So this next record, I think, is going to be interesting because it's going to be a record. We're going to set out to make a record next time around. Whereas this is kind of like a collection of the songs we used to play, which is kind of great. So great.
that we still play.
Yeah, we still play, of course.
I heard you got your start playing like more parties and stuff like that. How was the transition from like a more intimate setting, like barbecues, people's parties, to like being on stage with like a bunch of people that are strangers?
It still kind of feels like a party.
Bring the party.
Last night felt like a party. Last night especially felt like a party at Navy Pier because the demographic was so wide and everybody was just dancing, doing the Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle? Really?
Yeah. It was awesome. It was incredible.
They also did like this line dance thing.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
So it kind of did feel like a barbecue in a sense. And I think that on good nights we are able to break down the audience performer, wall. On the best shows, the most memorable and probably the most fun for us, I think, are those shows, and that's when it kind of feels like a party.
Yeah, that's
a house party.
When the crowd communicates with us. I mean, there's this like symbiotic situation that happens between us and the crowd, and the more the crowd livens up and frees up and lets go, the more we let go.
Definitely.
It's amazing how it happens like that, but it happens organically.
Definitely. The more I play, the more I loosen up. Then all of a sudden Luke starts loosening up with his singing. It's really like vibes being passed around.
Yeah.
It's all energy.
It's all about the positive vibes too.
Some of your members are from more like traditional American rock bands, like your drummer from this album is from like We Are Scientists, right? But then you have some people who, I think like one of the one of the singers like an Argentinian pop star.
Right, we have people all over the map.
Right. How does that like mesh together since you're all from different types of disciplines, or is it pretty easy?
No, I think the fact that we come from so many different backgrounds that colors the music in this really unique way, and I think the fact that everybody has such a different background contributes to why we sound the way we sound. So in some ways it's really important to have all these different personalities be a part of it, because
Mash it up.
it creates a very colorful, not just in terms of personalities, but also musically.
Definitely. It's a good environment to be in. Because, you're around 12 people.
Right.
We're 8 to 12 people on any given night. It's good to have a variety of personalities.
And most of them are your friends, and I think one's a family member, right? Or a brother, am I wrong?
Might as well be a brother.
Yeah, one of them's my oldest friend. His name's
Okay.
Amir. I've known him since I was 10, and we have like the exact same life story. So you could say he's sort of like a brother.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sitting down with us. I'm Amy Dittmeier from Heave Media again. You can check out this video and others, our album reviews, and our articles on music and culture at heavemedia.com.